Yo, what's good people, it's Cactus, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you my favorite loop collection for making drill beats. This is actually a collection I've curated myself using melodies from Loopcloud. And if you've never heard of Loopcloud, it's essentially a huge library of royalty-free melodies and drums. They have a standalone version as well as a VST which has some sick features like tempo syncing and key matching, but I'm going to be showing you everything and making a full beat using it. So let's get straight into it. Alright, so when you're inside of FL Studio or whichever DAW you're using, you just need to open the Loopcloud VST and then open the standalone plugin, because now they're going to be connected, so you can see that it's already pulled my BPM. If I change that, it's going to match it, so we'll go 143 for now. So from here you can start browsing through the huge catalog. So you could go to instruments, and let's say for example you wanted a guitar. I could click on guitar or acoustic guitar, and then I can really start to narrow it down. So I could go to minor because I want something in a minor scale. I could also add another tag like drill. I only want loops, and now I can start playing some of these melodies. So some of these I actually came across before. For example, I think I saved this one. Just a really catchy melody. But if you just want to save some time and use the exact loops that have inspired me in the past, including ones that I've used in previous videos, then I've actually created a playlist for everyone to see. So I'm going to click on mine so you can see the type of sounds that I've saved. And if you want to find it, you can just go ahead and type in Cactus in the search bar. So I've got over 30 loops in here so far, but I'm going to keep adding to the collection whenever I hear something that inspires me. And I've got a range of different sounds in here because sometimes I like to use guitars, sometimes I like to use pianos. I don't always want to go dark vibes, but the good news is you can filter it down. So for example, if you just want to hear the guitars that I've saved, you could just click guitar. Now we've got some instant Japanese vibes. Or we could go a bit more melodic. I'm going to take the guitar filter off. Like, this one's crazy. Another one that's hard. I think it might be this one, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this one. But what's sick about Loopcloud is I could actually test different keys and different effects before I made that purchase decision. So for example, if you wanted to test out halftime, you could click on here. You could even reverse it. I'm just going to try some different keys as well. Even D sharp. Yeah, this might be the one. So I'm just clicking on export current mix, and now I can drag this into FL, and you can see it's already perfectly in time. I don't need to change anything, so we're good to go. All right, let's make this more interesting though, because I want to show you one of my favorite features in Loopcloud. So if I take any sample that I like, for example the one that I've chosen, I could right click on it, go to all search, and then find harmonic matches. So for example, it's saying that all of these technically match the original sample that I've chosen, but I'm also going to add another tag for piano. I want to find some kind of counter piano that harmonically matches the sample. See what I'm saying? Could even chop this up. So for example, I could create a slice here and maybe just reverse this one slice. Or actually, maybe I could keep that one the same and then just reverse the second one. Sounds mad. Okay, I've just found one more violin that's gonna fit perfect. This one sounds crazy. I feel like I have to use this one, even if I swap between them both. And of course, I'll add it to the collection. By the way, all of these loops are available for you to try now because I've left a link in the description where you can get a free trial. On top of that, I've left a code there for anyone who wants 30% off an annual subscription. Okay, so I'm just going to stick with these two for now. And I'm just going to process the violin. I feel like it definitely needs some reverb. Alright, so because I want some variation and just because I want to feel like I've added my own melody to the beat, I'm going to add a piano. Okay, so I've added halftime to the piano, so I've had to move some of the notes back. I've also added an EQ, vinyl, crystallizer, and some reverb, just to match the vibe of the original sample. I want to chop this violin as well. I don't want this second part in every single one. Maybe I could repeat this. And I think in this one, I'm going to reverse it. Or maybe add this at the end, actually. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and just to add some texture, I'm just going to add this pad. This is from Vocalize. And just stretch this out to about here. Add another one there, and then I can filter this out. Alright, and I'm thinking it just needs one more instrument for variation, and I could use this in somewhere like a hook. So I want to add a pad, and I'm just going to use this Siberia preset in Expand 2. And I think it just needs something like this. Just some drill chords. Yeah, that's all it needs. But I could also take the top notes and just pitch those down an octave too. Just to make it a bit thicker. Okay, so I've got enough melodically to work with now, so I'm just going to start adding in the drums. Okay, and we'll use some sounds from the Grease kit, which I'm going to be dropping very soon, by the way. I feel like I want to go a bit crazy with the drums on this one. I think I'm going to add a few count snares in this one, so I want to get the second one in here. So I'm going to copy this one in and then just get rid of some. Okay, and I'm going to send both of those to a mixer and then add some delay to the first one. I've just got the setting on 2 and I'm bringing the volume right down. Okay, so for the 808, I think I'm going to use the Rider one from the Grease kit. I think this has got to be my new favorite 808, especially if it is dark drill beats. Alright, I'm going to make this one slide into itself. So I'll make one a slide note, bring this velocity down, and this one back over it. Okay, in this one, maybe I'll have some smaller ones, or just have one roll up. Alright, so I think I've got the first 808 pattern. As always, I'll probably add the second one. Okay, cool. I think this one needs an open hat too. I only want this for a few notes though. Alright, and I just need a couple perks in there as well, just the finishing touches. Okay, and for the next perk, I'm just going to copy the counter snare in, and I just want the end ones. Okay, this one's a bit like a snap, but I only want it on a couple of the snares. Okay, let's get a riser in there. And the riser's already on D sharp as well. So I like to add 2 risers now. I like to add one here and then one around about this section, but I speed this one up. So it's something like this. Okay, last thing I think it needs is just some perk hit or impact. Let's just pan these as well. And then at the end, add a few more. Alright, and I think that's going to be it for the drums, and I haven't even played it with the violin yet, so I'm just going to finish mixing it. I'll arrange everything properly and then show you the final outcome. Okay, so I finished mixing and arranging the beat, and this one came out crazy, you know. It's been a while since I made a dark UK drill beat like this, so I'm just going to play it and talk you through it all. So in the intro, I'm just starting off with the main melody, and then adding the piano.
Cactus.
And then I've just got that first pad and just building up the energy with the counter snare. And then just a few 808 notes. Then into the hook. So now we've got the second pads and the counter melody. And this is the new 808 pattern. And the violin. I chopped it up a bit. So it's kind of like the violin and the piano are talking to each other, because I chopped out the piano when the violin came in. So now we're in the verse. So I just brought the pad back for the verse, to pick up some energy. And then the piano as well, so just constantly adding everything after each A bar. So I hope you liked the video and I hope you were feeling the beat. And if you want to try Loopcloud for yourself and use some of the melodies in my collection, I've left a link to it in the description so you can start a free trial. They've also said I can give everyone 30% off any annual plan. So if you want to dive straight into it, I've left the code below. So a huge shout out to Loopcloud for sponsoring the video, and a huge shout out to you for watching it once again. So much love, and I'll see you next time.